So I didn't record this when it happened, but as you can see, I was awarded a strange old lockpick from one of the coffins. They're a 1 in 200 drop chance from any coffin, and it's kind of amazing because I've only done 6 floor completions, and here's my best times. They're pretty poor, but you know, they're only going to get better, but it's a very fun activity. Not really good XP at the moment because I'm not too good at them, but you know, once I get some hallowed marks, get the ring, which prevents me from taking damage, it'll be much easier. There we go, 76 agility, what used to be a very important level for Ultimate Iron Man at the start, because 76 agility gives you the ability to let's see, here's a nope. It gives you the ability to cross the shortcut right here. So if you had a Drowman Staff or even Lumberj Elite Diaries done, you were able to reclaim your items at Zulver storage without having to have coins in your inventory for the charter shop. But now it's pretty much a useless level. 151 marks. Just a little pet peeve of mine, but I'm sure it's shared by many Iron Men. Steel nails, you need them to fix the bridges at Hallowed Sepulchre. Usually, most normal Iron Men wouldn't be pissed off by this, but you can get nails from smithing steel bars, but I really don't want to do that right now. I could, but I don't want to. And I'm pretty sure the Sawmill shop has the same stock across the Varrock and the Woodcutting Guild shop, and they normally have 1,000 in stock, but the shop restocks very slowly. Thankfully, the shop does restock after a game update, so if you can catch it really fast on like a total level world, you're in the clear. That way you don't have to compete with bots, but otherwise, this shop is a nightmare, and I honestly think the Prif one should have a separate stock due to its high requirements. Like, bots aren't going to get these requirements, and I don't even know why bots run this, because like what? You buy them for what? 3 each? 1,000, so you make... what is that? 23. You make a 23k profit per world, assuming you don't have to compete with other bots. Is that really worth it? I don't know. I honestly think Iron Men deserve a separate shop for nails, but that's just me. Okay, so I've accumulated enough hallowed marks to buy the most useful reward from Hallowed Sepulchre, which is the Hallowed Ring, I think. Yep, I bought the Hallowed Ring. So this allows you to not take damage from failing an obstacle, and when you do fail an obstacle, it allows you to recover quicker. So it is one of the most expensive and most invaluable rewards from Hallowed Sepulchre. And yeah, it's really good, and I think you can only store one of each reward at a time, so yeah. Not that you would want more than one, but... Okay, so here is the purchase of the Hallowed Grapple. This allows you to never fail when it comes to the agility obstacles inside the Hallowed Sepulchre, the grapple ones. And you know, I might just wield the Myth Grapple now, store it, and yeah, because there's a Lumberj diary which requires you to pickpocket Mavario on the Dorgish Concourse, which requires a grapple. So I'm going to do that now, and yeah. Alright, here is the purchase of the Hallowed Hammer, which allows you to build the bridges at the sepulcher without bending nails, which saves a little bit of time both in the building process and it's less often that you'll have to go out and get more nails because you won't be bending any. So yeah, that's nice. It's the last item I also need to buy before I need to re-gear for... I need to do a Hespori kill, and if I want to continue doing this, I gotta re-gear because I'm going to be using a different hallowed item for the amulet slot. Yeah. Okay, so I accumulated another 100 tokens, which means I will buy the hallowed symbol. What this does is it makes it so that you only have to use one vampire dust while sacrificing on the braziers instead of 2. So it reduces the amount of times I have to restock, and it increases the amount of space I'll have available for like runes and such. So, yep. And there's 77 agility. I missed the level up message, but that gives us, let's see, Shiloh Village River Crossing. Might be something else, some area, but yeah, not super important at all, honestly. I don't know when you would ever use that, but yeah, another shortcut. And yet another 100 Hallowed Sepulcher tokens gets us the Hallowed Focus. And with that, we will spend the next bunch of XP at the Sears Village course, as I want to get another set of uncolored graceful in the POH so I can dye it black. If I was to go 20 levels over and get the marks here and end up going, you know, at 80 agility at the Sears course, I'd get reduced marks, so it's smart to go now before I hit 80. Alright, with this lap, it should be the final lap we ever do of the Sears Village course, which will bring us to 80 agility, meaning we can now do 2 important things. We can now do the Relica course for the Elite Diary requirement and the Taverley Spiked Bladed Jump, which that gives you quick access to Cerberus, as this is the entrance to the dungeon, and you can take the shortcut right there and get to Cerb instead of going all the way around. You save quite a bit of time. And the Relica course is the second to last agility achievement diary related task. The last one is the Ardone diary for the Ardone course. So yeah, I still don't have quite enough marks of grace yet for the full graceful so that we can recolor into the black graceful. I do need to do a bit of the Relica course, so I gotta go change my house location to Relica for now so I can finish that up. But I'll see you when we get full graceful. And there we go. This is the last mark of grace to finish off the second graceful set. I'm just going to finish off the level here, and then I'm going to prep for Dragon Slayer 2. Actually, I'm going to prep and do the +5 boost for the Lumbridge Elite Diary for the 88 smithing requirement. Then I'll do DS2. There we go. Probably the last stew boost I'll ever need. I got it within 7 stew boosts this time. Brought me to 88 smithing, which allowed me to complete the probably the last time I'll stew boost on this account. The second to last, or the third to last, Lumbridge Elite requirement. That one, the water runes I need to do with an empty inventory, and of course the Quest Cape one. That requires me to do Dragon Slayer 2, which I'm going to do now. I'm not geared up quite yet. I would need to buy, like, probably full rune for the what do you call it, the fight for, fuck, what's his name? I forget, something. The guy that Bob the Cat is, I forget, some warrior. I don't know. It's an interesting fight, but full rune should do it. Alright, this is the gear for Robert the Strong. I failed the first attempt and figured I would bag the dragon hide as that opens up 2 more inventory spots. So I'm just buying my final Karambwan here, and that's what the inventory will look like. And then we just teleport to Nightmare Zone, store the rest of the coin pouch, and then when we get to Lunar Island, all we do is we use the noted, well, we can use them here actually. Yeah, we just use the coins, put them in there, even though it's not much. Drop the coins, and then we just drop 3 food items and decant the potions. You only really need like 1 prayer potion for the fight, and then we restore our prayer in the monastery, and hopefully we'll be good to go this time. Last time I was cutting it close. He had like 25% health left, and I'm like, well, I didn't run out of prayer. I'm just like, well, might as well not pray because I'm out of food. He hit really hard, so let's see how this goes the second time. Here we go, long overdue, but I'm adding the Lunar Isle teleport to the Portal Nexus as our 4th teleport. I believe you just drag it. And like that, yep. And that allows us to get back to Lunar Isle easier if we want to switch spell books, or more importantly, let me just show you. So there's the Lunar Isle teleport, and what's cool about this is, like, let's say you don't have a seal of passage, right? Destroy that, and then you talk to one of these bankers, and you are immediately kicked out to the middle of the Releka place, which makes it easier for Dragon Slayer 2 and Vorkath once you unlock that. And I'm still gearing for Vorkath. I got my 2 Dwarfweed here for the potions, so I'm gonna go grab my rune crossbow out from the stash and buy a archer's helmet real quick here, and put the miter in the looting bag when I gear up, and I'll be using the archer helm for the ranged bonus. I'll show you my gear once I get it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, before this quest was a little bit a pain in the ass to gear up with, because weirdly enough, Ava's accumulator was one of those strange items where it wasn't kept on death, but I think like a couple months ago they updated it so that you keep it on death. So yeah, I've got my steel arrows just walking to Ava's, and I'm gonna get my Ava's accumulator for the rest of the quest. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna turn these Dwarfweed into ranging potions, divine ones. When I die, I'm going to do the Prif Agility course for a little bit and get some crystal shards to make them divine ranging potions. That way my stats don't drop during the fight, so I'll hit more consistently. And other than that, it's just farming some, I've got some Lantidimes planted and wise, so I'm gonna make those into like an anti-fire one at a time whenever I'm doing part of the quest that requires anti-fire. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you at Vorkath. Alright, here is the ranged gear for Vorkath. We have a plus 177 ranged accuracy, and with diamond bolts we get a 105 ranged strength. You use diamond bolts for, you use ruby bolts for the majority of the fight, and then you switch when he's low HP. Ruby bolts have a 7.7% chance of proccing with the diaries done. course, I am not fully geared right now. I just finished bagging everything and getting everything prepared. There's the bag. And I've got I've got 2 dwarfweed potions in storage here, so I'm gonna go take them out. And yeah, my 2 anti-poison, 2 dwarfweed. You can't bring vials of water into Volcanic Mine. My anti-fire, my wine of Zamorak for the dwarfweed, my coins, and we're gonna take out the plank sack because there's a lot of monsters in Dragon Slayer 2, a lot of bosses that can really mess you up. So we're gonna clear everything out and do a little bit of Prif agility until we get the crystal shards for the divine ranging potions. Well, I tallied out last time at the same tick. Let's see if he's still there. Looks like he's there, but we'll see. Anti-fire potion, divine ranging. Let's hope he doesn't do the same thing he did last time, where he just yep, we still have to fight him again. Okay. Fuck. At least we got that ruby bolt spec off really quick. Oh boy. Ah. Doubt it. I'm so bad at these things. A couple hits and I'm gonna switch to diamonds. Oh, this fight was lucky as shit. I just hit. Stop with the mage hits. One more. Third time's the charm, I guess. Oh, I should be protecting. Yep. There we go. That's The first biggie down. So I guess after this, you just, go down the ice chunks here. And it's, good to go. Well, I vowed never to come back here again, but, I forgot that Dragon Slayer 2 requires a cut dragon stone for part of the quest, and the current best ways of getting them, on command, you could do, I could do Volcano, although that would be a pain in the ass if I died. The new skilling boss Tempuros actually has, dragon stones as part of its table. Indirectly, it drops a casket, like, you know, a fishing casket, but it actually has better rewards. It's got like rune items, stuff like that, gems, and dragonstones are on that table. So I could do that, but that could take a while, and my inventory could also get filled up with stuff, although they did buff it recently. They buffed the drop table, and it was annoying at first because Tempuros actually, for Ultimate Iron Man, they weren't able to, they only could store up to 8 loot rolls at the boss for like balancing issues, but then they looked back on it and now it's normal like everybody else gets. So I have to stay here for an indefinite amount of time. Loop halves and key halves each are 1 in 128 each, so it's going to take over 128 kills for those to appear in equal amounts, so we'll see, and yeah, doing the best I can. Yeah, I was starting to go stir crazy at Gorax, and I decided to switch up the method as usual, and going back to a very, very, very dear to my heart boss that nobody kills. I killed this boss a couple times for the runite limbs we needed for the rune crossbow. Oh shit, I need an axe for that, not a rake. But anyway, deranged archaeologist, he has a 1 in 18, which is pretty fair. 1 in 18 chance of a crystal key, a full crystal key. And he actually, I think if you pray against him, he actually can never hit you. The only damage you incur from him is the special attack damage, which is completely avoidable. So that's nice. He's got a decent amount of health, 200 health, but with our mage accuracy, we should be able to DPS him down quite effectively, and hopefully pull out the crystal key without too much hassle. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. What do you get when you cross rarely played game mode and rarely killed boss? Well, you get rank 169 deranged archaeologist and just 66 kill count. This is the loot so far. Still no crystal key. I think it's a 1 in 16, maybe a 1 in 18 drop. Yep, it's approximately 1 in 18. Yeah, confirmed by Maldash. It's a 7 in 128 drop. And keep in mind, I've gotten if you look at that log, I've gotten a teak seed and a palm tree seed. That table is a 1 in 120, 1 in 128 to hit the seed table, and it goes up in increasing rarity. So that palm tree seed is approximately a 1 in 3,000 drop. Just something to think about. Okay, there it is. 33 kills it took for the crystal key. Can finally continue with this damn quest. I hate doing this kind of stuff, but that's just what you gotta do if you don't prepare and if you alch your Ring of Wealth. decided to cool down and take a break and finish off the second to last piece of the diary, which is crafting a whole bunch of water runes in one go. I did try to kill water wizards for the talisman, but that didn't work out well, so I just said fuck it, and I went through the abyss, even though all my stuff is in death storage. So now gotta make the, well, thankfully, since I didn't use any food, since I messed up so bad on the bright side of that immense mess up, I can just teleport to Nightmare Zone, withdraw around 100,000+ gold from the storage, and slowly run up to Releka, and actually, I don't even need to slowly run up to Releka. I can teleport to Catherby and help mitigate the process a little bit, but yeah, withdraw a little bit over like 105k, and yeah, the regearing process shouldn't be too bad. It's mainly looting bag stuff, and doing a little bit of Priff agility for some more divine ranging potions. There we go. After countless attempts and probably 500,000 in death costs, I successfully killed Galvik. I didn't record the entire fight where I was successful because I was choking, and I also didn't know when I would exactly get it, and I didn't want to, get too excited and mess up for, an 8th or 9th time, so that's just how it is. But final quest, we can now claim the quest cape and complete the Lumbridge Elite Diary and finally get rid of the Drummond staff and never need it again. I'll see you in the next video.